I'm going to show you how to make a fishtail rainbow loom bracelet. The tools that you will need are a rainbow loom hook or a crochet hook, 2 colors of rubber bands if you are a beginner. If you are more advanced with fishtails but just need to have a refresh course, I would suggest using 3 or more colors. This is the final project. You also need your loom. I took apart my loom to make a hexafish, but the good thing about a fishtail is that no matter what state your loom is in, you can still use it. And we'll only be using 2 pegs. Let's get started. My rainbow loom, it is taken apart because I was making a hexafish, but the good thing about a fishtail is that it's very manageable, and you can just use whatever pegs, and it only takes 2, no matter what state your rainbow loom is in. So, first step, stretch this and twist it into a figure 8, and put it on the 2 pegs that you will be using. Next, take the next 2 colors in the pattern. For me, since I'm doing black and white, I'm going to be putting white on top of the black, and then whatever color is on the bottom, I will put on the top. Since my figure 8 band was black, I'm putting another black band on the top. We're not going to be twisting these. Next, take my hook. I've removed the mini loom from it. And we're going to be taking that bottom little figure 8 and pulling it up, one side at a time. And this is what you'll be putting your C-clip on at the end, but don't put it on now. We're going to scoot this down and put, since white is on the bottom, we're going to put white on the top. And then I'm going to be taking and pulling this up, just like the black one. And pulling it on top. And you can kind of see how it's starting to become a fishtail. And this isn't a very hard pattern, so I wouldn't suggest doing this on your first try. Next, take another black band. My black band is on the bottom, and I'll be pulling the bottom band on the top, one side at a time. Sometimes it'll be a little tricky, but don't worry. And this is a pretty intermediate bracelet, so scoot that down. And since white is on the bottom, I'll be adding white on the top. I'll do this with you 3 more times, and then I'm going to fast forward. Now looping these up again. This side is always a little more tricky, so that's why I have my red arrow facing away from me, so that I have this space that I can just get the band out and loop it on. Now we're going to put that down, and now you can kind of see the fishtail forming. Sorry about my white paper, it's kind of moving around. And I have black on the bottom, so I'm going to put black on the top. Sorry if my hands are in the way. So it's supposed to look kind of like an Oreo sandwich there. You have the cookie and then the cream in the middle. And take the bottom and put it on the top. Okay, one more time and I'll be done. not done with the bracelet, but just I'm going to fast forward. And don't worry, I am going to show you how to clip it at the end of the video. And it's going to look like a pretty bracelet, kind of like this. Okay, so now I'm going to stop. Welcome back. And I have now gotten my fishtail to what would be around my wrist, and I want it to be loose fitting so that it's not super tight and stretchy on my wrist. Hi, I got my C-clip, and I also got an S-clip just to show you the difference. As you can see, the S-clip is a different letter. So the S-clip is more prior to Crazy Loom, Fun Loom, and other looms. And C-clip is more traditional to Rainbow Loom, since they started this whole loom thing. And this is an example of a bracelet I did with the S-clip, and I like it because a little better than a C-clip because there's like separate spaces for the bands on each side. But the C-clip is a little tighter where you know it's not going to be a band falling out. Where this has more space for the bands to kind of slip through. And this is a little more opaque. So I'm going to show you how to string these on. I'm going to be using an S-clip this time. And it's just the same with the C-clip, so that you're not worried if there's a different way you do it with a C-clip. So I'm going to take this off. I know it's risky because they're loose, but I'm going to put this white on my side of the white band. And before that white band pops out, putting them both on the same side. And you have your bracelet. Now, I'm going to put this on to show you what it will look like. This is what it's going to look like. Now, it'll be fun creating lots more fishtails, and I promise I'll come with new videos. Please subscribe at the end. Bye!